The trial of an Alberta couple charged in the death of their toddler resumed today, with one of the accused taking the stand. Holding hands, David and Colette Stephan arrived at the courthouse this morning in Lethbridge. The couple has pleaded not guilty to failing to provide the necessaries of life for their 19-month-old son Ezekiel. He died of meningitis 4 years ago.
What do you hope to accomplish with your defense?
We hope to show that we're not guilty.
How will you do that?
By explaining what took place.
The CBC's Aaron Collins is following this trial, and he joins me now from Lethbridge. And Aaron, Dad took the stand in his own defense today, so did he explain why the parents didn't seek medical help for their son?
Well, he wasn't presented directly with that question, but you could see as the defense began to question David Stephan, who was, of course, the first witness that the defense called, that they were beginning to paint a picture of a family that wasn't aware of the severity of their child's illness, certainly not aware that young Ezekiel had meningitis. So what we saw was a sort of slow, plodding look at the days leading up to young Ezekiel's untimely passing. And so what we saw was from David Stephan a recollection that, his son didn't have a high fever, hadn't experienced any seizures, two things which of course are signs of meningitis, and in fact said that his son appeared to be getting better. So we're seeing from the defense's questions towards David Stephan the painting of a picture of a family, at least for Mr. Stephan, who was away on business at the time, who was not aware of the severity of this illness.
All right, so read the tea leaves. Where is this defense and this line of questioning with both Dad and I guess Mom's expected up next? Where is it going?
Sure, and whether or not it'll be the same for both of the co-accused is difficult to say. Of course, Mr. Stephan was out of town at the time, so perhaps maybe had less of an intimate knowledge of what was going on. He was away on business. But it's clear that what's happening here is that the defense is trying to put out the notion that it's not that the Stephans willfully chose not to seek Western medical care and instead opted for this naturopathic form of treatment. Instead, they simply weren't aware that things were so serious. And maybe, perhaps, if you're looking down the future, maybe they're trying to convince the jury that this is a mistake that other parents could make too.
All right, the CBC's Aaron Collins in Lethbridge tonight. Thank you, Aaron.
You bet.